Hello, you're welcome to this class, and we will be considering conversion from decimal to hexadecimal. Remember, hexadecimal is base 16 and decimal is base 10. So let's take an example. So example 1, we have to convert 156 from decimal to hexadecimal. So as usual, when we are changing from base 10 to any base, we divide it by the new base we are to convert to. And in this case, we are changing 156, which is in base 10. So we have, let's do this. We have 100. Okay, you take away this. All right, 156. Is that my 6? Is it good enough? I don't think so. All right, let's have a beta 6. 156. Okay, beta. And then we are dividing it with what? We are dividing it. Okay, 16. 16. Good. All right, so if we say 16 divided, okay, we'll say 156 divided by 16. The other way around, you can say 16 goes into 156. We might not be able to get it at once, so I would suggest you come over maybe somewhere in your rough book, and then we try to divide it using this pattern. 156 now divided by 16. Okay, for us to cancel 16, say 16 cancel itself one time, goes into 156. It's almost the same thing here. So let's use 4 first. 4 into 16, how many times? 4 into 16 will give us 4 times, right? Good. Now 4 into 15, the nearest is 12. That is 3 times. 3 times 12, and the remainder is 3. You add it here, and that gives us 36. And same 4 comes into 36. How many times? That will give us 9 times. Good. So let's finish it up with 4. 4 cancel itself. 1. We're done with 4. And 4 comes into 39. We're gonna have it here 9 times. That is 36. With the remainder 3. If you want to check out this, check out this by saying 19, okay, 9 times 16. Let's have that out. 9 times 16 will be the answer. So we just have 16 here. Let me use another color. Let's have everything worked out. So let's prove this answer, and let's have 16 here, and let's have 9 under it, and let's go ahead to multiply. This is basic stuff. I don't want to use calculator for this. 9 times 6, that will be 54. We're gonna write out 4, and then let's have 4 a little bit out. Good. 54, and that 5 will be here, and then 9 multiplied with 1 is 9, plus 5 is 14. 144. Now if you add up the remainder that we had here, if you add up this 3 here, if you add it up here, or no, if you add up that 3 to this place, to 144, in which is here, by saying plus 3, you see your answer will now be 147. And now 147 is not the same thing as 156. It's not the same thing. So there's something wrong somewhere. 147 is not the same thing as 156. So this remainder, we are going to ignore this remainder for now, while we work with this first answer here. And from this first answer, we are going to know the remainder that works with 16. Good. So what do we do? The real number, the number was 156. So we have 156 here. 156. Good. and then we are going to subtract 144 from it. Subtracting 144 from it. So let's subtracting this. Now say 6 minus 4, that will give us 2. 5 minus 4, that will give us 1, and then we can ignore this other one. So looking at it, we see that the remainder will be 12. So 156 divided by 16 will give us 9 remainder 12. It is not 9 remainder 3 as the case was in this place. We ignore this one, and then we work with what we are having here. Work with this. So we can now come in here. 16 comes into 156. How many times? You now have it as, okay, let's get to this. You now have it as 9, and the remainder. Okay, alright, let's just have it like this. Remainder, and let's have our 12 with the disorder format. Remainder 12. Good. Now pick 16 again. And that is, so you still have 16 here. Hexadecimal. 16 comes into 9. 9 is too small, smaller than 16. So we have it here 0. You have it here 0. I want to use green for that. Pardon me. Let me have green for that. Okay, so it's 0, and the remainder will come, and that is remainder. What we were to divide this 9 will become the remainder 9. Hexadecimal. So writing it upward, you're going to write it from bottom to top. If you write it as 9 and 12, okay, let me use another color for that. If you write it, all right, let's take everything out. If you write it as 9 and 12, will this be correct? Will this be correct in hexadecimal? Obviously, if you write it as 9 and 12, this will be wrong. Why will it be wrong? It will be wrong because in hexadecimal we don't have a digit like 12. We don't have a digit like 12. Anything in digits starts from 0 and ends with 9. We're making it a total of 10 digits first, and against us having 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16 is now represented with the letters of the alphabet. That is from A, okay, A to F, where A is for 10. Okay, let's write it here. A, okay, B, okay, so in hexadecimal, A is for 10, it represents 10. B represents 11. The C represents 12. Okay, D represents 13, and so on. So if you want to write it now, if you want to write our remainder out now from bottom to the top, we're going to have it as what? We're going to have it say equals to, we're going to have it as, I want to use rate in writing that answer out. So we're going to have it as 9 what? What is 12? What is 12 in hexadecimal? Oh, I don't like that. What is 12 in hexadecimal? Coming here, 12 is C. So you're going to have it as 9C. So we can say it here that 156 in base 10 is equal to what? Is equal to 9C in hexadecimal. So you can put here 1, you can subscript 1 subscript 1 and 6 as subscript, and then you can have it here as 10 subscript. Okay, that's very correct. A quick recap: when changing from 156 decimal to base 16, we came here, tried to divide by saying 156 divided by 16, and we said it 16 goes into 156. It was a big number for us, we didn't know how to do it, so we came here and we divided 156 divided by 16. We used 4 cancels 16, how many times? 4 times. And then 4 comes into 15, how many times? 3 times, that is 12. Remember that 3, we added that 3 to 6, and we now say 4 comes into 36, how many times? 9 times. We now came down and we now said 4 divided itself 1 time, 4 goes into 4 1 time, and we came here, 4 comes into 39, that was 9 times. Remember 3. Okay, and that was how we went about it. And then we confirmed to know the remainder by dividing, subtracting it from 156, and when we did that we had 12, and that led us to having 9 remainder 12, and that was the answer. Bye for now.